Okay, let's do this. Hi guys, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we started the investigation of the final chapter in class trial for the redo of Mikuro Ukusaba's trial. Don't mind me, I'm just quickly setting my timer so I can see how long I've been recording for. And then I'm just gonna have to add like 30 seconds onto that. Anyway. We found some interesting stuff right in this very room. Also my mouse is being a thing again. There we go, that should be good. We found a little pocketbook, apparently written by Kitty Gitty in one of the lockers, which should not be a thing, according to our memories, seeing as none of us have actually, been here. Anyway, we're just gonna continue on with the investigation. In a room. We've got a bed here. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Got some mana coins. I'm assuming there's nothing here, yeah. And then it's just the bathroom. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Well, that's just sucky. I've forgotten where else we need to go. I remember going to the data lab. Oh, I thought I had to walk around. Huh. I remember going to the data lab. I remember going to the headmaster's room. And we've now been to the second floor of the dorms. Actually, give me a sec. It should be in the truth bullets, right? Places to check, yeah. So, rooms with locked doors. The headmaster's room done. Biolab, data center, yep. Second floor dorms. The garden and the dojo. Okay, so might as well finish off the new locations by going to the biolab, right? That should be on the 5th floor, right? Dojo, garden, biolab, yes. So let's go here. Oh, people on motorbikes again. Yay. Okay, biolab, let's go. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Okay, so we have a couple of things to check. Well, let's start off with the monitor, see if there's anything new. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. Okay, that's it. Okay, cool. Q. There's a stack of tops here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. So cold. Why is it so cold in here? The first thing I need to figure out. That's the first thing I need to figure out. Okay, so we have two sides here. Let's examine this side. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Yep, and on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights, but only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left... the right-hand lights are off. Is there anything else I can do in here, or is, like, that it? Maybe re-examine stuff? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs? English. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know when the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Does that mean I'm exploring them? Okay, no, seems like that's all we've got here. Okay, so now we are going to the dojo and... where else? I forget. We'll check in a sec, because the dojo's right here anyway. Hey, Fukawa! Oh, Toko, so this is where you are. Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Bye. Okay. Where's our next location? The garden. Right, that makes sense. And the garden is right here. Huh? It's gone. Mikuro's body. It's not here? Well, ain't that odd. Are the chickens still alive? Good. Honestly, I'd be kinda terrified if there were more than that. Very true. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But it's not. If it's not in here either, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the top. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab? Oh boy, back to the Biolab we go. That's all I really needed to check here. Yes, so back to the Biolab we go. As I take a sip of... oh, what? Is it already time?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Okay.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Hey, Hagakure. Oh, hey! Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hagakure, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Well, hey Monokuma. Just me here? Okay.
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? Hi, how you doing? This must be it.
Oop, 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 oop. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. From left to right, Celestia, Wada, Leon, Mukuro, Hagakure, Mizuno, Yamada, Sakura, Ishimaru, Junko, Kiriri, Chihiro, Toko, Asahina, Togami. That was fun. Although Ishimaru's blocking Junko's face. What a rude. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. Makuro Kusaba? Then that girl is... What? Why? Why is Mikuro here with everyone else? And even more than that. Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
Oop, 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 oop. How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet? You're kinda getting in the way of standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out! But, I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Okay. Well, that seems pretty important. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Okay, let's make our way to the biolab. And then we'll go around trying to talk to everybody. 5th floor. Biolab. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out. Again. Huh, Toko? There's a body. She was looking, wasn't she? Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Ah!
It's cold, it's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch a cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny?
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do, Miss Rose?
Meh. Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's such a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. 'Cause even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half.
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
By himself?
I assume so.
I knew it, I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Tried to do echo. No, didn't work. Ah, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Show anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Oh, I don't know, maybe this body's sticking out, you know? The fridge is open, but I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Oh, hi Kyoko.
She faints so easily. Kyoko, it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay? I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize. But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah. I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she fainted? I was on my way here when Genocider's show came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside the real reason became clear. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Was everything gonna be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea. Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong? Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge. Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess. You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do? Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not? The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Okay. Huh. Is there anything else I need to investigate? It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9 lights? Really? Ugh. Why did I do this? Why do I do this? Please. No, I didn't want to. Please. There you go. I've already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly... Really? You know, I think I've seen a top like this somewhere before. Okay. Ah, it's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that top... It had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the top... And that's the top that was used to help camouflage. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference?
wrong?
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can you? One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of the possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches and 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Venro tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going, it's kind of chilly here. Oh, wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that. It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers, right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook, that way you can...
So,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? And it says class number 78, urgent interviews?
so
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. DVD. Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
in other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything. Even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask. For the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there is no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death, and then suddenly feel this way? I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Okay, with that we're going to the AV room. Oh, zooms. Oh yeah. I was pressing 1. Where's the AV room? I've forgotten where it is. Oh, wait, here. Yeah, there. Okay, let's go right here. As I take a sip of my coffee. I thought it was on the 2nd floor. I'm an idiot, clearly. Considering the first motive was on the 1st floor. No. The box is still here. There's absolutely nothing in here, it's just a normal empty cardboard box. Okay, what do I have access to? Okay, just this one right here. Let's go. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You... Oh god, I have to bring back their voices now? God. You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As
I think I
the
got
best of
Sayaka's
housekeeping
voice wrong.
family, I give you my word.
So that's Kirigiri's father. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard. But I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes started back to it. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Oh, it's me! Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation. Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation, but the I here in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk with him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this,
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
but I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, I accept. Toko, shh, yeah, I accept. Stop looking at me. Hina, I accept. Everyone. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school, just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up. The monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Now then, when doesn't matter, failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in the favor of the mastermind. Does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Oh? Another hint, maybe?
For anything that had to start, there has
Okay.
to be an end.
This is clearly the end.
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then, this is the end. And with that, guys, we have reached the end of the final investigation. In the next episode, we'll begin the trial. And that will most likely be split up into multiple parts. I think this is definitely going to be, like, so much longer than any other trial. So we're gonna have... I'm assuming it's probably gonna be another 2-part, or possibly even a 3 or 4-part trial. I think more gearing towards 3. But yeah, we've made it to the end, guys. It's been so long since I started this, and we're finally reaching the end. So I'm so happy for this, honestly. Like, I love the game, I love the anime, I love the series as a whole, but like, just playing through the game like this has been really, not boring, but like, I haven't felt like a spark of enjoyment very often from it. Like, the voice acting, I feel like the voice acting, in my opinion, is my favorite part of this. The fact that I'm doing all these different voices and just failing so hard at getting them right, I feel like that's been my most enjoyable part of this. But, like, we're finally reaching the end. I'm happy for it. I'm gonna tell you, go watch, you know, Minx or some other YouTuber play Danganronpa 2 since there is no anime for it. And then go watch Danganronpa 3 Hope and Despair arc yourself, because it's an anime and it's the final of the main series. Then you've also got the game Danganronpa V3, which is a different storyline, so I think they're keeping it open for more Danganronpa games in the future, which I'd be totally down for. But yeah, so I'll see you all in the next episode, the class trial, the final class trial of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Bye.